You can't just throw it to me like that. That's
That's
like when you
crazy.
run down the court in 2K
What?
and you sprint out to the 3-point line instead of
Hating on, if I was really hating on him, I would bring up the turnovers, but I'm not going to do that because that's what happens when you have the ball in your hand.
out of here.
Why
Yeah,
he say
the only-
touchable?
the
Why,
only-
That's what I'm saying.
why would you?
And then
Rookie
he
year,
started
but
to
he
get
didn't-
shipped around like.
Hey, yo.
Let me just be quiet.
What?
Anyways, go ahead.
Stephen Adams. That boy look like a piece of tar, bruh. Hey, number 22. Tim Hardaway
You
Jr.
see, Diddy was hospitalized for knee pain. Anyways, go ahead. What's the?
Hey, that's not a
who's
joke.
23?
That's not even a joke.
Are you nuts? Hey,
Glued to my
and
phone.
y'all just said that the Spurs just got De'Aaron Fox,
Fox.
right?
All right, so hey,
So-
y'all want to transition into
Let's
this?
let's
go,
go
let's
into
go.
that.
Let's
All
talk
right,
about it.
are y'all ready for this haul that Sacramento got back?
Put it on the
So,
screen. Put it on the screen.
That's what I'm doing right now. So,
It's
just to let y'all know,
ridiculous.
it was a
So
3-team
bad.
trade. So the Spurs were involved, the Kings were involved, and obviously the Bulls were involved. Okay, now here we go. Y'all ready? Because what a sick.
Listen, is Zach LaVine in this deal? I don't know what the hell. Oh,
Yep.
here we go.
Of course, he's in this deal.
I just
The
gonna say, what is
Spurs-
Chicago doing?
So the Spurs
We
received
don't know.
De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McMillan. The Kings received Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, whatever that name is.
Sissy Sakoko.
Yeah, Sissy Sissoko.
Three
Three
first-round
round
picks.
picks. One from Charlotte, one from San Antonio, one from Minnesota, and 3 second-round picks. One from Chicago, one from
What?
Denver, and their own 2028 pick back. The Bulls get Zach Collins, Trae Jones, Kevin Herter, Atlanta homer there, and their own 2025 San Antonio pick. It is
Well,
so
what
basic.
it takes second.
So the Kings got 3 first rounders basically.
So the
and
Lakers,
3
hey,
second
hey, hey,
rounders.
hey, listen, let me tell you something. Rob Pelinka, listen to me. This is how you get a goddamn deal done, Rob Pelinka. Okay, I understand you got Luca, but come on, man. You just told me they got 3 first pick and their pick back
That's what I'm saying.
and
They got
2 second
6
picks.
Yep.
So you got 6 picks for De'Aaron Fox.
It's not even Rob. Talk about the Vince dude. You got 1 pick for Luca.
Not
That's what
only
you
did you get 6 picks, you also got Zach LaVine in the deal. So you got a good player back also.
The Lakers don't have any
These
picks to
trades
give.
right here are just making the McHale and the Cat and the Gobert trades look really,
Yo,
really bad.
yo, whoever running the Knicks need to be fired.
That Mikal Bridges, I mean, it gets worse and worse with each trade. It truly, it does. That's five
First
picks,
round
bro, for
picks.
Mikal Bridges. The dude, with their third option right now. Come on, bro, stop it.
So what else does San Antonio get? Just De'Aaron Fox, that's it?
And
De'Aaron Fox and
Jordan
Mc-
McLaughlin. We don't care
Who the
about
hell
him.
is Jordan McLaughlin? Who he play for?
He played for the Spurs now.
Somebody.
And so let me ask you this question: what is okay? You see Charlotte and Denver. So Charlotte is in this deal. What does Charlotte get?
Well,
No,
the
that was Charlotte's
Spurs
pick.
had a plethora of picks, mind you, right? So, they're unloading those picks. In theory, to go in for a star to pair it with Wimpy.
So in theory, they traded take out the second rounds. They basically put 3 first-round picks in there for De'Aaron Fox.
Okay, but I'm saying what Charlotte get?
Nothing.
Charlotte had San Antonio had Charlotte's pick.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they're just
But
getting
I'm
rid of
still
those
saying
picks that they
3
already
first-
had. Okay,
3 first-round picks for De'Aaron Fox. Are we being for real?
and plus in 2 seconds and Zach LaVine.
And they pick
3
back. They
seconds.
second round pick back.
Yeah,
3
3 seconds.
seconds and Zach LaVine.
Yeah, 6
That's
picks in
wow.
total.
So how
Talk
do you
about
guys
That's
feel?
highway
incredible.
robbery.
So hey, let me just pose a question to you. Does this shift the balance for you guys? Does
No.
it move your needle at
No,
all
it
for San
doesn't.
No,
Antonio?
no,
No.
no,
No.
now, no, 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 no. Now, what San Antonio is building, right? They're
Yes.
building something. So yes,
Oh,
in
I thought he was
another
talking
year or
about the
two,
Kings.
and no, in another year or two, they get a couple more pieces. Then I could see San Antonio. We all know what Wimby is going to be in a few years, right? So
What
if
he
they
is. Not what he
San
gonna be.
Antonio,
He's here.
San Antonio going to be a problem for the whole West, for the whole league in a minute. But they still have to put the pieces around it, and so I like what they're building. Chicago, I have no idea what they're doing. Okay.
No man's
Uh,
land.
Sacramento, I understand. Like, okay, they had no choice. He said he wasn't gonna sign, so you have to get something for one of your better players. So you get Zach LaVine back, who is under contract. So I understand what they're doing. Chicago, I have no idea what they're doing. So I like what
Yeah.
I like what San Antonio's building, and Sacramento it was
Eh.
between a rock and a hard place, and they got the best deal
And
that they
and it
could get.
sucks. Yeah, I hate that for small markets, dude. I hate that so much because they fired Mike Brown again to appease
For
this
this
guy.
guy, for
Yeah,
this guy.
to appease this guy, right? Because mind you, Mike was it last year? Was it this past offseason Mike Brown signed that extension? Or
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, it was this
He
offseason.
just
So
signed that extension.
like, come on, man. And then this guy's like, oh, well, I still want to get like, and this is what I'm talking about with these players, bro. De'Aaron Fox ain't won jack shit in his whole career. Like, and you calling shots, bro. Like, I get it. Small market, you want to appease these big names when you
Yeah,
draft
that's
them
the
because you
thing.
can't get guys
That's
in
the
free
thing about
agency.
small market. Yeah, you
Hate
can't
that,
get them
man.
in
I
free.
really
You
hate it,
can't
man.
get guys to sign up for going. First of all, California, whatever you make, they take 50% of it. So you're already in a state that gonna take 50%. Then on top of that, you're a small market on top of being in a goddamn state to take all your money.
Yep.
Okay,
But
so
that
whoever
goes
you
back
draft,
to
if you hit on a draft, you got to try to build a team around them and try to keep them as happy as you can because otherwise, unless you have a legendary coach like Popovich, where the San Antonio people want to go there just because
Yeah.
they want to play for Pop and understand what he builds and what he means to the NBA. Other outside of that, you're gonna have to do it like OKC. You're gonna have to build through the draft, and then hopefully you hit on consecutive high picks, so that team core is built together, and now the guys want to stay together.
But
You know what I'm
they don't
saying?
have the
But
that
basketball
goes back
franchise
when you
there.
just hit on one guy here, one guy there, it's hard to build a team and a culture like that.
that goes back to Luca and why I probably wouldn't even sign with the Lakers because I don't know what y'all on. And another thing, I'm coming from a tax-free state, and I'm going to the most tax state in the country. Are we being for real?
That's another thing.
And I lost out on $113
I
But
million,
already
don't
and
you?
lost on
y'all
But don't
okay?
113
you?
million.
Don't you only pay taxes in the state that you live in, though, or is that federal taxes?
Where is he going to be living? Oh, well, that's
Because
true.
his primary residence could still be in Texas. So,
That's true. But the FICA and all
But
that stuff is still high
but then
regardless.
he still has the
But
job
no,
tax too. So
but the
he
Exactly.
has
way
the
that
job
works
tax.
is
Yeah.
that the games where you
You
play,
pay out of state
Yeah, the
tax.
you
job
pay out of
tax.
state. So
Yeah.
so he's gonna play most of his games in LA because that's the team that he played for.
So he gonna pay regardless.
Yeah, so
Like his
those game
paychecks are
checks are
going
getting
to
are getting whacked.
exactly. His paychecks on games are gonna get he, that's crazy.
So Luca got a raw
Um,
deal. So the one thing he's gonna do is I bet his next contract will have a no trade in it. I bet you that.
Man, but y'all never again.
It's like that one ex that broke your heart. It's over for the rest of them. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Hey, that's it.
so
It's
Listen,
gonna be
that's
Loyalty is dead.
and AD
so
too because
yeah.
AD's last contract had a no trade clause. Now because he wanted the money and he got all that extra money, he
They
took
had to waive
the
it,
no
didn't he?
And
they
I
had to
told
waive the
Kyle,
no trade clause off of there, and now
yeah,
look.
I told Kyle this because AD's now with Clutch Sports and that's Rich and LeBron did and so I was just and obviously he probably can't say anything, but like this trade is just downright. I still can't believe it. I can't believe it. This doesn't make any sense to me still. Um, if you go back to the conversation we're gonna have about the untouchable players that like there's not that many. I
well.
said
Let's get to it.
Let's
I
get into it.
told Kyle what was it earlier? I think we said Giannis.
Well, real quick before you
Giannis
say to this, I just want to say this regards to the De'Aaron trade because we didn't obviously not as big as AD and Luca. I just want to say, I think you said it like 2 seconds ago. We talked about San Antonio, talked about Sacramento. What are the Bulls doing? The Bulls got nothing out of this deal,
Nope.
and I just like
No
truly,
man's land.
I don't know who their GM is
Well,
right now,
build
but
around that old piece of garbage, Vucevic.
There's no,
no
come on.
building around
That's
it.
not
I'm just
even.
joking.
His
Calm
knees are
down.
dust. What are we talking about here? His
Vucevic is
ACLs
still valuable and
it's
puts up
beef
good
That's what I
vomiting.
numbers,
was telling. Like Vucevic,
but
you could still get a couple second-round picks for him.
it's time for a hard stop for them because that
Listen,
team, like, how do you walk
listen,
away with nothing when you give away your best player? How do you get nothing back? I don't understand that. A second rounder, you get your second round pick back, and
listen. I
Kevin
told you.
Herter. All right.
I told
Anyway,
you.
Ethan.
You get like they're always
White
going to be
chocolate.
stupid. They're always going to be
No, red velvet, bro.
Get it
Yeah.
Oh,
correct.
my
What is he
bad.
talking about,
There's
bro?
always
Yeah,
going to be
my bad.
there's
My
always
bad.
going to be stupid franchises in the league. It's always going to be that. Whether it's the Knicks because they've been stupid for all my life for the most part,
No, it's
whether
James
it's the
Dolan.
Knicks or whatever Charlotte team because you know they went from the
Lamar
Bobcats to the
Odom.
Pelicans to whatever. So whatever Charlotte teams out there, you know Orlando at one point. There's always going to be a stupid team.
Nah,
Orlando getting their act
got it,
together.
got
I
it
said
together,
at
boy.
one point. I said at one
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
There's always going to be a
But
stupid team out there.
But yeah, who we say, Ethan? Who is it? So I know we said Giannis, Jokic.
We said Giannis, Jokic, and if you wanted to put him in there because of recent and what it is, probably Tatum. But other than that, there's no
Listen,
other players in the league that are
That's
untouchable.
not true.
let me
right
tell you
now.
something.
That's not true.
Every single player is untouchable except for two players. I mean,
Bronny.
every single player
Bronny and
is
Jokic, Bronny.
touchable except two players. Okay,
Oh,
and I got it here.
why
Yeah,
he say
the only-
touchable?
the
Why?
only-
That's what I'm saying.
Why would you?
Whoa,
Why
whoa,
would
whoa.
you say
Why
that?
you have to say that?
Whoa!
You could have just said everyone's
No,
not
so
untouchable
it's
except
so
two
it's two
players or something.
there's only two untouchable
Kyle,
He
people.
said-
Kyle,
There's
He
only
look at me,
two.
Kyle,
He
look at
said-
me.
They're-
Look at
Listen,
me.
hey,
Kyle,
y'all
look
got
at
me
me.
confused.
They're
Y'all got me
touchable.
Yeah, he said
They're
everyone's
touchable.
Hey, everybody! Hey, everybody is touchable except for two players. Okay,
Whoa.
and I got it right here.
Why you look
The
straight
only
into
two
my eyes when you
active
said
players.
touchable, cuz? Come on,
That's
man.
wild. Hey,
The only two
allegations.
active players in the NBA that have no trade clause: LeBron James and Bradley Beal. Those are the only two untouchable players in the NBA
Oh,
because you cannot trade them without their consent. Everybody else,
Didn't Bradley
everybody
Beal take
else,
his trade clause off?
no,
No,
he
he
did
didn't.
not.
Mistaken.
No.
So
okay.
everybody else, y'all talk about the Greek Freak, and you talk about Jokic. Everybody can get moved in the middle of the night,
Well,
except
let-
for two guys, Bradley Beal and LeBron James.
But
on
we don't
paper,
make
They
yes.
can go to sleep, and they
uh,
know that when they wake up, they're gonna be on the same team when they went to sleep.
Hey, come on. All right, let's make it a little bitty. Come on. On paper,
I'm just saying.
Yes,
This
no,
changed.
yes.
Listen,
That's
but what I'm saying,
100%.
but what I'm saying is like, I know you're saying that's literal, but what I'm saying is this changed everything. This changes everything.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Because literally anybody. So now, if I'm a GM, if I'm the NBA, you know what? Let me call and talk about. Let me see what the Greek Freak talking about. Let me call Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Denver. I know y'all gonna hang up the phone on me, but let me call any goddamn way.
What y'all want?
You understand?
I get a whole roster.
Yeah, I'm calling Golden State about Curry. I don't care if you hang up the phone.
Yeah.
I want to see. You understand me?
Yeah.
And if you don't
Yeah.
hang up the phone in the first 2 seconds, then I
I
got
got you.
We
We
got
got him.
I'm on deck on
Listen,
got
this literally changed the entire scope of the NBA. And if you're a
I'm
star
here for it.
player,
I'm here for
and,
it.
and you don't have a no trade clause, this could happen to you too. I don't care what you can say. Oh, this guy's a superstar; they'll never trade him. That's exactly what he said about Luka. That's
Yeah.
exactly what he said about Luka.
It's one.
No, I love that.
So
You need to
we
go
can
out
go
there
down there.
and earn
So
your
we can
money.
go down the names. We can go down the names of who y'all think is untouchable. But realistically, there's two players in the entire NBA that's untouchable, and that's just the fact of the matter.
No, I feel you. And then again, I was gonna say like I was trying to think of like guys who are coming out for like extensions, like the Paulos of the world. Paulo Hooper, Paulo want to win, right? We don't have to worry about Paulo's weight ever. You know what I'm saying?
You keep losing it, right?
Huh?
Yeah, he has that fluid.
Yeah, he has the condition. He can't even gain whatever he wanted to. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. He can't even gain whatever he wanted to. Ant-Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, me personally, right? Because of, and again, love Ant, right? But because of like who he is as a player, right? And what he brings, the aura, as the young say, the bring, right? That could be off the court. Some niggas might
What
say,
this
bro, I
nigga?
don't think
Okay.
I'm not paying him 300 million because I don't think we can win with him. You know what I'm saying? I can see, like, again,
Bro,
not saying
this
it's gonna happen.
literally
See, if the
has
Hawks were
changed
smart,
everything.
if the
Ant-Man would
Hawks were
be the
smart,
next, like the next. Well, Trey already. No,
if the
I
Hawks
trade
were
him.
smart, like you said, and blown up this Trae experiment a long time ago,
Hey,
you
thank
might
the
be looking
Lord.
at getting Ant back in Atlanta.
Bro,
You never know.
thank the Lord for this De'Aaron Fox trade because Trey's value, like that trade, anything after that,
It just went
got
up.
diminished. Because, bro, it's like, oh, no, bro, like, no, I'm saying after the Luka trade, it's like, well, look what Luka just went for. He
Oh,
ain't no
yes,
picks
yes,
win.
yes.
I'm not giving you
Yeah.
nothing. But thank the
Yeah.
Lord for this De'Aaron Fox. That's 6 picks right there. Man, I need the whole haul for trade, bro. I need everything.
40%. I'm gonna
I
keep bringing it up.
Hey,
40%
you
from
said
the
you
field.
trending in the territory of Ethan, but you anyway. You not even I ain't worried about you.
40%.
Anyway,
trending in a territory. What I do? Just been bringing up 40%. All I hate
you and
on is
you and the
Dak
Falcon
Prescott.
you and
That's
the
all.
Falcons.
He
No,
don't. He don't
Yeah,
even.
bro.
you and
Listen,
the
you can't
Falcons.
hate. You can't hate on the guy. Yeah, you could say
I'm not hating
40%. You
on him.
can't.
I'm not
You
hating
can't
on
hate
him.
on the guy that leads the league in assists, man. Like that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I mean, you're not
I'm not
wrong, but
disagreeing with you.
Caleb's also not wrong saying that efficiency matters. Like that's the thing that we bring up in
but
arguments when we're
listen,
talking
what you
about
keep
players.
everybody says efficiency matters, but nobody cares because at the end of the day, when you look at Ant-Man and they say, "Well, Ant-Man had 45 tonight and he took 30 shots,"
We'll
nobody
bring it up.
says
I'll
that.
bring
Oh,
it
he
up.
takes 30 shots.
That's
Like,
great.
and I'm talking about. I'm
That's
talking
great
about.
That's what I'm
efficiency.
saying. People
I'm
pick
talking
and
about in
choose who they want to be
yeah, I'm talking
efficient.
about.
That's
I'm
great.
just talking about overall in the
I don't
entire
think so.
basketball
Overall, he's not.
landscape.
We got Caleb's of the world. We got the
Efficiency.
Lloyd Pierces of the world. We got the what's the last coach we had? Nate McMillans of the world who hate on Trey and his
Stop.
style of
I'm
play.
not hating on him.
You
I'm
are
not hating on him, and
inefficient.
I'm gonna tell you
That's why
why.
Trey didn't make
Because
the
if I
All-Star
was really
game this
hating
year.
on, if I was really hating on him, if I was really hating on him, I would bring up the turnovers. But I'm not gonna do that because that's what happens when you have the ball in your hand. I understand that.
You
There's no
can't bring up the turnovers. You can't bring up the turnovers.
Hey, and he said, "I'm not going to bring up the turnovers
What do
while
you
bringing up the
mean you
turnovers."
can't? What do you mean you can't bring up the turnovers when
I'm
people
not
do it
gonna
with
say,
James Harden? What?
but I
What are you
don't
talking
do
about?
that. And I
I'm not
don't do
talking
that
about you.
because
I'm talking about Kyle. Kyle just said that.
Bruh,
What
I'm saying the guy when he's the primary ball handler and his usage is
you're going right.
beyond
You're going to have
60%,
turnovers.
right? Like
You're
he's
going to have
gonna
a high
have
turnover.
turnovers. He
You're going
never
to
had
have
a
a high
triple double with
turnover.
turnovers, did he? Like James Harden, you just brought up multiple times. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, like yo, y'all love to pick and choose
Bro,
who y'all want
no,
to
I don't
stroke.
think
You
it's
want to
a pick
stroke
and choose
somebody
thing
and
Yeah,
because
then
bro,
somebody else, bro. Come
I
on,
think
bro.
that the
I'm
Kyle,
entire
saying the
NBA,
same.
there's
the
no
entire
reason why the man
NBA
should
is
not be shooting at
inefficient.
least 45% from the field. At least.
There's
How?
no
He's
reason
five foot
why he
11.
shouldn't.
How? So he's a jump
What do
shooter.
you
How is he gonna? How
So
is he
So
gonna?
was
he gets
Isaiah Thomas
he
averaging
gets every.
40%?
but
I'm
that
just curious.
Are you going to really compare Isaiah Thomas and Trey Young's game right now? I'm not
He
going to
just
answer
brought up
that.
his
And
height.
then
He just brought up
second,
his height.
you're going
That's the
to
only
Trey
reason why
Young's
I brought that up.
garnishing
let's
the
not
other
act
team's
like
best
there's
defender
not let's
Hold
every
not
on,
night
act
with
hold
no
on. Which
other
Isaiah
offensive
Thomas are
pieces.
you talking about?
No, Boston
either
Isaiah
one. You could
Thomas.
pick either one.
But you
You
could
could
bring
pick
either
either
one. But I'm
one.
talking
You
about
could they're
because
around the
Boston
same
was
size. You
shorter.
could pick either one.
Boston was
It don't
shorter.
matter. Let's
Isaiah
not act like
Thomas.
there haven't
So
been
you're saying you're telling me
inefficient. Let's not act like there haven't been
you're
efficient
telling
guards that
me
have been 6'1"
I'm
below.
not
Stop it. What the
listen.
hell are you talking about?
I'm not saying there hasn't been
It's not
efficient
you, Kyle.
guards.
He's responding to
I'm not
I'm
Kyle, not
talking to
s-
you.
you. I'm talking to Kyle. Let's
He's
not act like
responding
there
to
haven't
Kyle,
been
not you.
6 foot. Chris Paul. We don't even know if he really 6 foot. Nigga been efficient his whole career. I don't want to hear
Oh
that.
well,
Stop.
you did
Stop.
say that Trey's 5'11", but
That's
so
what I'm
it is to
saying.
you
yeah,
too.
I'm
It
saying
doesn't matter how
yeah.
small you are.
No, what I'm saying is, as a jump shooter, you're not gonna have this super high efficiency. What in
Which I
45%?
understand. I
Like the
understand
guys,
that.
come on, let's not be ridiculous. Let's not be
But that's
ridiculous. You're telling me
coming out of Oklahoma, that was not his only weapon. The nigga had a floater too. The nigga had some semblance of an inside game. You don't see that anymore. So it's his shot diet. Like I watched Trae
so you're
from when he
comparing
was in Texas.
college. So now you're comparing college to the NBA. Now what you're doing?
Bro, his first year in the league, the second half, because he was playing terrible his rookie year in the first half. Because I watched this intently, because Luka came in,
When the
Trae came in,
trade
I wanted to
happened,
look
yeah,
at them both.
yeah,
I wanted to see them both. The second half of the year, when he turned his shot diet around, when I was watching him intently, he was bringing out everything. He was a 3-level scorer. He was a playmaker and a 3-level scorer. Don't tell me he doesn't have it, because I saw it. He has it. He just doesn't. For whatever reason, it don't go in no more, or whatever the reason is. I don't know. But don't tell me he doesn't have it. Don't tell me he's not capable, because we've seen it. Don't tell me he's not capable. We've seen it. Okay.
So you're comparing Isaiah Thomas.
I'm not comparing anyone. I'm
No, we
comparing
only
Trae
said
I
that for
me
height and
me. No,
efficiency.
But I
me
can tell
personally.
you,
That's what
but
I
I
was
can.
brought
I'm
up.
So
comparing Trae
somebody
to
look.
Trae.
Hey, Kyle, look this up because they talking this big cash
Yeah,
like Isaiah Thomas.
bro.
Isaiah Thomas was
I'm
just
not,
super efficient dude.
bro. I'm
Like, but my
comparing. I
thing,
didn't
but my
say
Caleb
thing
nothing
said
is,
about
at
but my
least
Isaiah
thing is,
Thomas.
40.
I'm
Isaiah
not
Thomas
comparing
wasn't
Isaiah Thomas.
my
I'm
thing
not
is
comparing
Isaiah
Isaiah Thomas
Thomas,
to
like
nobody.
the shot diet. If we're gonna say Isaiah Thomas had the same shot diet over the course of a whole season as Trae
Am
Young,
I
when he
did I
had
bring
Tatum
him
and
up?
stuff on his
Did I
like,
bring
but
him up? I didn't bring
He
that
did
nigga
not
up.
have
so
Tatum
I
on his
said
team.
I
who brought
literally
him up?
said Ethan. I said I'm comparing Trey to
But Kyle
Trey.
just said he had
It just
Tatum on
doesn't
his
look
team.
right.
What?
Come
What are
on,
you
man.
talking about?
Stop.
That was before Tatum got there. You gonna
Yeah,
try to use Tatum as the scapegoat?
I don't know. I don't know how we like. I
The
don't know how
heck?
we're arguing a 24 and 12 guy a night player. But hey, I feel y'all, bro.
Bruh, the man was
Bro,
literally
okay.
averaging
You know what? All right, cool. I'm
5
off
and
it, bro.
whatever.
I
Okay,
don't even. It is what
and
it
he was
is.
shooting
I ain't.
46% from the
I'm
field.
not wasting breath on this no more. Ain't no
Like
point.
he has a point, and I have a point bringing up Isaiah Thomas because
I'm
he was
not. I'm not.
shooting above
I'm not
40,
wasting. But they're
40,
different.
What
They're different.
literally what point are you trying to make? Like that's what I'm asking you.
I'm not.
The
I'm not
reason why
wasting
we
my breath
brought
on
the
this.
height up is because Unc said about the
But
5'11" that he's
again,
small.
the
I
Trae Young
said
slander
that
just as a whole. Like what point are y'all trying to make with Trae Young's
It's
slander?
I'm
not
not slandering
slander.
his
It's not
name.
slander. I'm
Caleb only
being
brought up the
realistic.
fact that
His name
he's
comes
not
up and you
not
shooting.
say
slander.
40%. If that's not slander to
It's
you, then
not
you don't know the
slander.
definition of
That's
slander,
not
bro.
slander.
How
It's
is
just
that?
pointing out
Kyle,
a flaw. That's
slander
literally all
means
it's
as
doing.
Pointing out a
How is
negative
pointing out
aspect
a
of
flaw
someone
is slander?
when we're bringing
no.
out we're
Hold
saying
on.
okay, Trae Young 24 and 12, K's like 40%. Like, bro, that's not slander to you, bro.
How is it? I don't
Like
understand how
like
pointing
there's
out
literally no purpose. Like what
being
purpose was that to even
inefficient
say
is
that? Like what
slander.
purpose? Like if
Slander,
there like what purpose was
according to
that, bro?
Slander,
Okay.
the action of a crime of making a false spoken
Well, you're gonna. I
statement
mean, it's gonna
damaging
go
someone's
by the core.
reputation.
It's gonna go. It's gonna
What
go
I am
by the
saying
core
is
of the
not
argument.
What
false.
he's
What I
saying
am
is
saying
not
is not
wrong.
false. What I'm saying is not wrong. What
But
I'm
Do you
saying
realize
is,
so
that? Do
Caleb,
you,
so you saying he's
Kyle, do
inefficient
you?
is that's a characteristic of what type of player?
what do you mean?
Like saying like that's a characteristic, right? Like oh he's inefficient. Oh he right like that's a characteristic of a player, right?
Correct.
Of what type of player usually? If you're gonna use terms like that,
That could be any type of player.
could it?
It can.
Could be.
Not how you're bringing it up. Like every point
basically
they
out
make
of
positive about him. Go ahead.
basically outside of a center, and even centers can be inefficient. Almost every position on the floor can be inefficient. What's your point? What do you
Okay,
like?
but what type of like do you typically players that are inefficient or what type of players?
Players with the ball in their hand the most,
Okay,
depending
Caleb,
on the situation.
players that are
Like what?
inefficient, right? Well, we're gonna keep using that saying, oh, he's inefficient on any positive thing we say about him are not good players. Typically, he is a great player. So like when we bring it up, oh,
Bro,
anything
okay.
positive said about this guy,
But you
oh, inefficient,
so
40%.
But then
Like what?
you harp on
Like
other
okay,
guys.
so
So
anytime you
so
bring up
career.
But then hold on,
That
stop,
literally hurts your
because
argument.
anytime you bring up Jason Tatum, I'm gonna say he's not the best player on the finals team. That's all I'm gonna say.
That hurts
okay,
your-
fine,
that hurts
cool.
your argument,
That's your
bro.
opinion. That's your opinion. That's fine. Okay, whatever. But you can't. This isn't an
But this
opinion
is
that I'm
facts.
arguing.
You can't-
It's a
you can't
fact.
disregard
This is
that.
no
I
disputing
just
this.
said
It's a
the
fact.
facts too. Jalen Brown won Finals MVP. So okay, that's
Oh,
fine. That's
okay.
fine.
Again, I'm not
Ooh,
disputing
we're
what
so
you're saying.
butthurt by
I'm
that.
not
Like,
disputing
what?
what you're saying. Okay, if that's
Like,
No,
what?
that's
all
fine.
right.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna agree on both sides.
But
Then.
my
He's
thing is,
inefficient, and Jason Tatum can't lead the team to a championship.
you
No, but
harp
you're
on
not
guys like
accepting
LaMelo
that 'cause you're
Ball.
accepting
You
it
harp
as
on guys
slander.
like Tyrese Halliburton. You harp on all these other guys. But when it comes to your point guard, it just everything's out the window because 24 and 12.
Well,
Numbers don't matter.
Well, because Trae's better than both of them. So I mean that I don't know what to tell you. Bro.
How does I like?
Okay.
I don't
You
like.
you
Like
guys
when I
brought
went
up
to that
this
game,
this
when I went
whole
to get
you guys
that game
brought up
against
this
the
whole
Suns.
Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas' career is 43% and Trae is
You're
40%. So you're talking about a 3%. You're acting like
career, or we're talking about
career. We're talking about
or
career.
season.
We're
I
talking
never
about
brought up
career.
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
I mean,
So
Isaiah Thomas had one good season,
my
so he
point
shouldn't even be in this
was
conversation. I don't even know what we're talking about Isaiah Thomas.
They brought it up
Like,
because
what we
my
talking about
point.
Isaiah
Hey,
Thomas?
I
But
never
my
brought
point
his-
was
I never
my
brought him up.
point was is smaller guys, like you said, Caleb, big guys can be inefficient too, but majority of the time,
Yeah.
you have the guys who are taking the further shots, the guy who are treated 3-point shooters, the guy who are taking long twos. Those are low percentage shots compared to layups and dunks, right?
Yep.
And so the guys who can't get to the basket, lay up and dunk every play, the smaller guys are always going to be around, 40 to 45%. Like that is just so saying 40% like it's a negative thing. It's not 30%, it's not 35%. So 40%, when you say that, like it's such a bad number, it's really not a bad number when you look at his size and the position that he plays, is what I'm saying.
So when 50% is the gold standard, right? When 50% is gold,
nobody shoots 50%.
No one.
Bro.
Oh my
Who's
God.
shooting? What
Can I get my point out? Can I get my point out? Can I get my point out?
All y'all heard is 50%.
All you heard was 50%, and if 50% is gold standard, I'm not even expecting
It's not.
to get any
50% is not the gold standard.
Yes, it is.
Who said who?
Caleb,
when?
What are you talking about?
No one shoots 50%.
45%.
We literally have 50, 40,
no
90
jump
guys.
shooter.
The 50, 40, 90 club is a thing. The 50, 40, 90 club is a thing.
And
with how many members?
Bro, exactly.
With how many members?
Can I get my point out?
No, because when you start off a point with an inaccurate statement and then say, "Well, can I get my point out?"
50% is the gold standard. That's why the club exists. What the hell are y'all talking about?
Caleb, don't say
that's a thing. That's an actual thing.
I understand that. With how many members? It's not a gold standard if only one person's ever done it. The only person I can think of is Kevin Durant.
Caleb, just go by league average, and league average is 47.
Say what the average is supposed to be.
It's 47%.
Okay, so
just go by league average.
So at the league, if the gold standard in the league today, whatever, it's 47%. At least you should be shooting. Come on, you should be meeting me somewhere in the middle. Come on. Or if you're gonna do that,
but here's the thing why I don't like.
What, though?
See, but here's the thing why I don't like that stat.
47.
Hold on. The reason why I don't like that stat is because there's no nuance to it. Because you say NBA average, but you have guys who are shooting, let's say 60 or 70% of their shots layup and dunks, and then other guys who don't shoot any layups or dunks. So when you say the average is 47%, you got to say of guards. What is the NBA percentage for guards? And I don't want bigs mixed into this number. I want to say what is the NBA average for guards in the NBA, and then that's the number you're going to use. Because if it's 43%, 44%, you can't say 40% is horrible. It's what I'm saying. That's my point, and that's what I think Kyle is trying to say too.
I just don't like slander of my players, but yeah, I don't know. That wasn't on the. Oh, I guess somehow we got. That didn't own that had nothing to do with no untouchable talk neither. But Unc kind of had the finite answer of the untouchable talk with Bradley Beal and LeBron. So I guess Unc wanted to wrap up that conversation quickly. So thanks a lot, Unc, for just destroying that conversation. Because
what we're talking about, this trade is literally changing the entire landscape of entire sports. So as a NBA star players, you're gonna start to see guys probably take less money in order to have the no trade clause, right?
I mean,
which in all, because for example, right, for me, right, let's say for example, I'm one of these guys. I'm on my second, maybe third contract, so I've already made in the NBA. I've already made over $200-300 million, right? Now I want more security than the actual money because. Yeah. These guys have families. My kids are in school. I can't just in the middle of the night be like, oh, by the way, you moved cross country. Now, Dallas to Lakers are not that far, but that's a huge difference when you got kids in school, you got a wife doing what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the reason why I'm saying the true, you can't, otherwise you would just be naming names. The true untouchables are the guys with no trade clause. That's it. Anybody else, like we said, can be touched.
Yeah, okay. No, that's real.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I guess in a sense of like that, then I mean, I guess we can't really speculate or shouldn't speculate because again, like you said, anybody can go at any time. But I guess that kind of brings up the question of like, okay, a team like New Orleans, when you've had every reason to move on from Zion. So now it's like, well, and again,
you got BA who just said, I ain't playing for y'all niggas no more.
You know what I mean? And so it's always like you have kind of like that you need the player. You need that big player to make the first move type stuff. And obviously, they did that by dropping a nuke with Luca. But all they could do, like, do y'all think maybe Zion gets moved? And like
If
I
I'm
said,
the
we a
team, I don't
few.
want Zion. You can keep
I
him.
would
But
hope
that's the
so.
thing. That's the
Let
thing.
him
So
get
he's
in New
shown.
Orleans.
But here's the thing though, what can you get for him, right? So
So
if I can steal Zion and not have to give up that much,
I mean,
if I'm a team that like a Memphis
well,
or like
no, no.
I'm like a right there,
But
and I don't have to give up much to get him, then I would
well,
entertain
you
that.
looking at it the other way. What about like what Kay says? You fleece a poverty franchise. Like, oh no, Zion, he good to go, and you get 3, 4 picks for him. You know what I'm saying?
That could
You know
be
what I'm saying?
the case too,
Like,
because a lot of these owners too that we already know that they're not going to really do anything as far as winning.
box
They
office.
want to make money, so
Yep.
he gonna bring people in the stands, right? Zion's gonna fill the stands with people because people want to see the dunks and all that. Now, how many of the dunks you gonna see? That's the
Hmm.
question, but. He's
Not
gonna
one.
sell jersey. He's gonna sell jerseys. He's gonna sell out games.
Yeah,
He's been doing that since he's been in high school. So that comes with it. But
And
what
say
I'm
the
saying
same
is
for the
like,
league.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like, if you could it depends on what would you have to give up to get him, and what do you get? You know what I'm saying? Because uh, New Orleans has a bunch of picks too, also.
yeah.
You could trade him
Well,
So
for a bag of
what are you
chips
just
and a
collecting
Springer.
picks for? Unless you're trying to build something like OKC, in which listen, whoever OKC's like, um,
Sam Presti,
uh,
cuz.
That's Sam Presti.
the general manager or the whoever's evaluating the talent, whoever they need a raise. You understand? Because I'm talking about these guys are hitting on they have because Boston did the same thing. Boston had a time where they had 10, 12 picks.
And
These
he
That's
teams,
ate
when
that
they
but then they
shit.
traded
don't do,
for
but then they don't do
Trae
nothing.
and all them.
Yeah, and then they don't do nothing with it. Like, right, you don't get,
Well, that was
you know what I'm saying?
Danny Ainge. Danny
Danny
Ainge is a smart
Ainge.
dude. Danny
Right,
Ainge, yeah,
right. You got all
He's
them
the
picks,
whole
ain't
reason
really
why
get
they
none
in
in it.
the thing now, the position that they're in now.
yeah.
I mean,
He
yeah,
started. He
he
started
found
it. I'm not saying he's a position, but he
he
started it.
found he found Jalen Brown, but that's the only credit he can get,
For
right?
me,
Like
honestly,
No,
everybody
but I
knew.
mean, but when I
Well,
say
no,
that, I mean
with the
picks wise
KG
and what he
moves and the
gave away and what
picks,
he got.
yeah,
That he's
he laid the
behind all that.
foundation.
I understand that, but what I'm
yeah.
saying is, what's a bunch of picks that if they don't turn into
If
nothing?
you
That's
don't
what I'm
use it
saying.
right, correctly, yes, I
Yeah,
understand. I'm just
yeah.
saying the beginning portion and him getting Jalen Brown, sure. After that, and them getting Tatum and whoever else after and whatever Pritchard and all this stuff, that's different.
No,
Hey,
it's not.
hey,
He
if I'm,
drafted Tatum.
if I'm,
No, I'm saying that. Oh,
No,
yes,
but
he did.
everybody knew. But everybody knew
But
Tatum was
everybody
going
knew
to be
that
a
he was
good
coming
player.
out. We're talking about Jalen Brown. Jalen
That's
Brown
not a
wasn't going.
surprise. Like, oh
well,
my
you
God,
got to
Tatum's
think,
good.
you got to think. Tatum thought he was going too. He said it on the podcast with
Yeah,
Jeff
he
Teague and
did.
them. He
He
said
did.
thought it was going. Who had the two pick that
The
L.A.
Philly,
Lakers.
L.A.
Philly,
The
L.A.
Lakers.
It
Lonzo
was the
was drafted
Lakers.
Oh,
number two
so
in
it
that
went.
draft.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah,
Philly.
Lonzo was
So
drafted number two.
maybe he thought he was going one then because he said he already knew Lonzo was going to L.A. He already knew that. He said that people had told him
it
like,
was
yeah,
something
like
about
if we
Philly.
was going
That's
off
all I
stuff that
remember.
wasn't political,
Then,
like we pick you,
well, yeah,
but
because I
because
don't think nobody.
Magic and them they was gonna pick Lonzo, he knew that. So I
Yeah,
think he thought he was going one. Whoever had the first pick that year,
but
which
Philly,
was
because they
It
drafted
was
right,
Markel
Philly because
Fultz
that
that
was
right,
year.
right.
Markel Fultz,
Yep,
They
wasn't it?
drafted
yep,
Markel
Oh yeah, yeah,
Fultz
yeah.
yeah,
because he
How'd
exactly.
that work
actually
out?
he's actually looked good in
You want to
college,
talk about
but so
Philadelphia
good.
talking about a wasting picks.
That
For
is sad.
years they had number one picks. They drafted
Nerlens
a dude.
Noel,
Nerlens Noel,
Joey
Jahlil Okafor,
Okafor, yeah.
like
Friggin' who else they draft up there?
let me
Just a
see.
bunch of trash.
Obviously, Joel Embiid.
Jabari, what the name is?
No, they ain't
No,
draft
they
him.
didn't. They didn't draft Jabari Parker.
Milwaukee
They ain't
drafted
drafted.
Jabari
Oh,
Jabari
okay,
came from
Parker.
okay,
Milwaukee, and
Yeah,
okay,
he's
okay.
forgotten about. I was thinking about him the other day. Like, he just
he's one
randomly
of the
came in my
biggest what
head
ifs.
that
He's one
he
of the
came
biggest
to
what ifs,
Atlanta.
bro.
If he never suffered
Uh,
that injury, what's the conversation that we're having with him? Probably Chris Middleton and Giannis still up there.
Hey, by the way, and I would never. This literally like a stab in my chest. Do you know that we were drafting Giannis Atlanta that year?
Really?
what happened?
Oh,
The GM, I forget his name because he was GM like me in middle school and high school until Danny Ferry. That's his name. Danny Ferry was the GM. They said we were scouting Giannis in Greece in a basement somewhere, just stashed away, and we hadn't told nobody about him. Like nobody, he was
stashed
on
away is
nobody's
crazy.
radar. We fired Danny Ferry. He go to Milwaukee. He like, hey, there's a dude up there,
Ah,
bro.
hey,
They picked
hey,
him a pick before us. They picked
that's
him a
what you
pick before
get,
us.
and that's what you get when keeping it real goes wrong. Oh,
bro,
you want to fire
bro,
me? Don't even
bro,
worry about that player.
bro,
Hey, I'm
bro,
calling all the teams, but that got a pick before y'all. Hey man, this dude. I'm trying to tell y'all,
bro. I
ain't
like
nobody heard of.
my chest hurt, bro. Giannis in a Hawks jersey,
That's
that
what
makes
y'all
hurt.
get. That's what y'all
But
get.
this city might
You
be
can't be
cursed for
going
real, bro.
around
What year was
firing
that?
people willy
What year
nilly.
would that have
This
been?
city might be cursed for real, bro.
2013?
What year would it have been?
2013.
2013.
2013.
So
Because
that
he
was
I
got
right
think
drafted in
so.
before.
2012.
So that was
Yeah.
right before that core was assembled too, like the Jeff T, Kyle Krover,
Yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
which is fine, but we knew that team wasn't winning the championship. They won 60 games. I'm
That's
like, they
fine,
ain't win no
but if
championship.
you had a Giannis and you take that three
With
years
Paul
later, you
Millsap.
have
But
a
I say,
chance. You at least have a chance against. I'm not saying they were
Hey,
winning
Paul
against the
Millsap was
Cavs,
hooping that with that old man
Hey,
game, boy.
that
but that's what I'm
Paul
saying.
Millsap was cold.
That was a
You
big
at
signing
least
when he came from the Jazz. That was huge.
you at
Paul
least
Millsap and
have
Ice on Joe
they would have had a chance
and
to
John
beat the
bro,
Smith.
Cavs that
bro,
season
they
instead
picked
of getting
Giannis
swept.
Antetokounmpo one pick ahead of us. We picked Dennis Schroeder.
Ooh,
Dennis Scrotum.
Hey, yo, that's wild.
You got the
Hey,
scrotum
by the way,
instead of
people
the
say
plate.
2013 was one of the trashiest. We gotta talk about maybe drafts because looking at this draft, that was the infamous Anthony Bennett draft, #1 overall. Victor
Hey,
Oladipo,
but to be honest with you, a lot of
back end of
NBA
that draft
drafts
was
are
good.
bust, bro.
The
A
back end of the
lot.
Yeah,
There,
draft.
most of
yeah.
them, like a lot of them, don't have like perennial all stars in them. Like you, a lot of these drafts, like you, the second round guys are the ones that actually become stars.
And watch this. So this draft, right? So these guys have been in the league 12 years now, 13 years now, right? You would think like, okay, even a solid role player could last 10, 12 years in the league, right?
Yeah,
Anthony Bennett, right? We know what happened with him. Victor Oladipo, unfortunate. We know what happened with him.
yeah.
Injuries, man.
Otto
Keep
Porter
going.
just retired season
Hey,
last
yeah,
year, right?
Otto
Or season
Porter was
before
he
last.
retired
nice
after
on
he
the
retired.
Wizards.
He
He
was
was
nice.
nice on the
He retired.
Wizards.
He was
Good
You
role
nice on
know,
the
player.
championship
he
run.
gave you a little. He gave you a little.
He was nice on
Okay.
the championship
Okay.
run. He retired after that.
Cody Zeller. Okay.
He's
He's
still
still
in
in
the
the
league.
league.
He's still in the league.
Cody
Cody's
Zeller
still in the league.
Yes, he's
or
still in the
He's
league.
still in the
Yeah,
league.
He's still
Yeah,
in the
that
league.
yeah, that big white boy down there
okay.
somewhere.
Isn't he in the
He was.
Heat?
I thought he was in Charlotte.
Zeller. He wasn't a.
Oh
He's
no,
not
he
in
was in Charlotte
Charlotte.
for the
He
longest,
he
but
was on
he's
the
not
Heat.
there.
He was on the Heat last year. I don't know if he's still on the Heat this year.
We don't know where he is, but we know he's in the league somewhere.
He was in
He's
the
on
league
the
last year.
He gonna keep the
Kyle, he's
job.
literally on the Hawks. That man was
Oh
literally just
yeah,
in the
he's
game
on
the
the
other day.
Hawks. He's on the Hawks. Yeah, I was about to
He
say
is on the Hawks.
he gonna keep a job somewhere.
That
They
boy is
gonna
inactive, but yeah, he on the team.
they gonna need
Number
big country
5,
somewhere.
Alex Len. He not
He's
in
in
the
the game.
league
To
no
the
more.
Suns.
He's on the
He
Kings. He's on
Yeah,
the
he was on the
Kings, bro.
Kings. He had a stint in the Hawks
And
with
he
the
came.
Hawks
no,
Guess
too.
what? Guess
he
what?
showed
All
it.
these players come through Atlanta. Every single last one of them
Number
in South Lake
6,
came through Atlanta.
Nerlens Noel. He was trash. I knew he was trash coming out of college.
No,
I knew
he
he
was
wasn't
not.
good,
He was
He wasn't
decent.
trash
He
coming
was
out of
decent.
college.
Coming out of college, he was
Nah, man.
decent.
bro.
When he had
Nah,
the
he
high
was.
top fro,
Hey,
not the
man.
dreads.
Bro,
When he had the
he
high
was
He
top
was
athletic.
fro,
that.
He was
Yeah, he was that
athletic.
tweener. He was
He
that
was
tweener.
athletic, but he was
Yeah.
trash, bro. He was athletic, but he was
bro,
trash.
he was. I
Listen,
think
He had
he's
all I
nothing
know
wrong.
underrated
is
He
by
had
once
no
he
DCO.
once
offensive game, and when guys can just go over you, like yeah, you were shot blocking in
all
college,
I
but
know
he was not a shot blocker like
is once
Anthony.
he
Hey, but
smashed
hold
his
on,
head
wait.
on
We're
that
going off the
hardwood.
rails. Are we still in the pod or are we going something
No,
else?
No,
we're
we're
in the
still in the
This is a
pod.
little
pod.
side
Yes,
We're in
this
the
is
pod.
conversation.
fine.
Just let it
This is
flow.
a high conversation. Let it go. Listen,
Just
when
let
he
it happen.
smashed his head on
Well, we
that
can talk
Thunder
about
thing,
this.
I
Hey,
knew
this
it
is
was
supposed to
bad.
be a quick. Y'all said, "Oh, it's gonna be real quick."
Hey,
2 hours
No,
later.
hey, we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up. We'll
Nah,
chop this
listen.
part
I've been
off
waiting to
as just
talk
like a
basketball all
separate
year.
sub
Let me have
episode.
this,
You know what I'm
please.
saying?
Hey,
See, yes, I actually
Recapping
kind
the
of agree.
2013 draft.
Caleb been active. He talking so
Listen,
much, he's sweating
listen,
over there. He like,
listen,
listen, hold on, let me get my point across. Hey, listen,
listen,
hell no. Hey,
listen,
listen, don't tell me what you're talking about.
listen,
Hey, what the hell y'all
listen,
talking about?
listen. I've been quiet these past 17 weeks. Let me talk about something, please.
Hey, I
So
love it.
hey,
I
no, I'm
love it.
saying, hey, we could break it off and just make like a
Who
little
is 7 or 6?
15-minute video of like 2013 draft, worst draft ever? Question mark, because this draft was low key trash, top half, and then second round picks. What's the little dude name? CJ McCollum was in the draft, second round pick. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But
So
number
who was
6, Noah
after?
Joel. 7, Ben McLemore. And
Oh
Ben had
yeah,
solid years too. Ben had I
he
He
was
did
thought
have a
he
Ben
was
couple of
all
solid
I
right.
thought
years.
He
Ben
was
was the
cool.
next coming, bro, in Sacramento. I love Ben. He was actually for like a month my favorite player, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
A
For real.
month.
Bro,
Oh,
he could
Wait,
score. He was
he
like so
being
smooth with it, bro.
disrespectful.
He was so smooth with it, bro. Number 9, Trae. Oh, number 8, KCP. Still solid day,
He's
doing
Okay.
still
his thing,
rocking.
right?
Still
yeah,
rocking
he
down in
cool.
Orlando.
Number 9, Trey Burke. Trey Burke ain't he
Hey,
in
mini
No,
AI.
he
Trey Burke was
he
like
was in
that.
Detroit last. That I checked. He was in Detroit, and
Trey
Nah,
I
he
Burke.
know
out of the
about it.
league now. He can't be still in the league.
but that boy played for the Mexico City Capitanes.
Oh yeah, he
He
Whoa.
in
played
the
for
G
Detroit
League.
last, I think.
He in the G League.
He ain't
Number
in the G
10,
League. He all the way down there
number
in
10. Oh,
Mexico.
I'm talking about second
That's the
round. Number
G League.
10.
They have
C,
the G League has a Mexican team.
hey, number 10,
What?
CJ
Yeah.
McCollum. That worked
So
out
he
for
was in the
Portland.
first round. Okay.
Yeah, he was. He was in the first round. That worked out for Portland. Number 11. I didn't realize there's another Philly pick. MC Dub, Michael Carter Williams.
Rookie of the
Oh
That
year.
God.
was that
He
was
got
Bro,
rookie of the
tragic.
year.
it's so
That was
crazy what
tragic.
happened. It's just
But it's
ridiculous.
tragic because
What happened to him?
essentially
Was it his
That's an
shoulder or
organization,
something?
like you said, who for the longest showed you they can't do nothing
injuries,
with no talent. They
Oh,
just can't do
okay.
injuries,
I was
nothing.
like, yeah, because I knew he
and then
won the
and then
rookie
and
of
then
the
he
year, but
started
he
to get
didn't.
shipped around
Hey yo,
let me just be quiet.
what?
Anyways, go ahead.
Steven
Looking
Adams.
like a school
Steven
bop.
Adams
Steven
went at
Adams is in a school
Yeah.
what?
Caleb.
A
Caleb.
No,
school
what did he just?
toss.
What?
A
What you
bop.
say?
A
Okay, all right,
Oh,
bro.
fleece.
I thought you said pass around like school lunch. Okay. Go ahead.
No, Steven Adams is in Houston. He's
Steven
still
Adams is
playing.
at 12. Steven Adams still, solid minutes. Kelly Olynyk at 13. I never
Miami,
liked Kelly
baby.
Olynyk.
No,
I
not Miami. Where
hate.
the heck is he?
Hey, listen, Kelly Olynyk been in the league about 17, 18 years.
Yeah, it
That's
feels
what it
longer
seemed
than that.
like.
It feels
Is what
longer
it
than
seemed
that.
like.
Yeah.
And it
Nah,
doesn't
Kelly is
help
still
that
in
he
the
was in
league. I just
Boston.
saw.
He's on the Jazz.
Yes, that's what it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That fits right
He's
for
been,
him.
I think he's
I
been on the
I
Jazz
know
for the last
because
three
I saw
seasons.
him on fantasy. I almost picked him up today for tonight's. So I know he's still in the league.
Shabazz Muhammad went
I
14.
remember
I
him.
remember that
What
dude. I
happened to
Solid
remember that
career.
dude.
Shabazz,
He had a
man? That's
solid
my
career.
he was
Yeah,
on the Heat, man.
yeah, he had a solid career. Number 15, Giannis Antetokounmpo. We obviously know how that went for Milwaukee.
The
Um,
superstar.
we drafted at 16 with a trade with Boston and drafted Dennis Schroeder. They drafted some dude named
This scrotum.
Lucas, then Nego Hororo. I bet you ain't never seen an NBA court ever. So, yeah.
Lucas or Jojo Rojo.
Uh, 18, Shane Larkin. I like Shane Larkin. Out of Miami,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
You remember him in
He's
Miami?
still isn't he still
No.
in the
Of
league?
Bro,
course.
Shane
No.
Larkin is not in the league, bro.
He's
Oh, I'm
not in the
thinking
Nah.
league.
about Laurie Mark. Sorry, my bad.
No, Laurie Marketing. That boy can shoot that thing, can he? Ooh.
Cleveland drafted some dude from Russia whose name I can't pronounce. Number 20, Tony Snell, Mr. Black Smudge 2.0.
And guess what?
Uh,
Kyle, literally all these people have
Hey,
run
let
through
me tell you
Atlanta.
something.
They've all
Let
come
me
to
tell you
Atlanta.
something. I never seen an
ugly
ugly in
nigga.
my entire life, bro. Tony Snell is the. I'm like, when I first saw him, I'm like, does this dude have Down syndrome? There's something wrong with him.
He actually does have
His
hey yo, chill. Hey yo,
No, no,
Nah,
chill.
for real. That's
no,
what I.
no,
No,
no.
no,
He
no, no,
actually,
no,
he
no, no. Hey,
actually,
He
no,
actually
for real. No
him
funny
and
shit.
his kids too. Because
Listen.
he
No
was,
funny.
there's
When
a
I
story
first
on
saw
him.
him, I'm like, yo, this dude look like he got Down syndrome. How he get into the NBA?
He's gonna
Like,
double
no
down
funny.
on
Like,
it.
I wasn't trying to be funny. Like, for real, I thought.
Yo,
I'm like,
Ethan,
what?
Ethan,
Yo,
this is
he's
where you
the
blur my
ugliest dude
face
I
out.
ever seen.
This is where you blur
He
my
I'm gonna
ugly,
face
blur
out.
bro.
my face
He
out too.
ugly, bro. That dude's
This is where
ugly.
you blur my
No
face out.
homo, no
Okay,
diddy.
listen.
Uh, do y'all remember Gorgie Dang? Do y'all remember him?
Yeah,
Yes,
of
Gorgie
yes.
Dang.
course.
He
Yeah,
played
of
for the
course.
Timberwolves.
All
Yeah.
these people have
Who
come
he
through
played for?
Atlanta. It's
I don't
nasty
know. No,
work.
Gorgie Dang.
Gorgie
Didn't the
Dang played in
Timberwolves
Atlanta.
draft him? Didn't
Bruh,
the
he was
Timberwolves
in
draft him?
he played for Miami and then he finished on the Lakers. Or the Suns. One of those.
You talking about Luol Dang?
No,
No,
Gorgie.
Gorgie
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 Dang.
Dang, the
Dang.
center.
Who the hell is a Gorgie Dang? I don't know
He
that.
he
I don't
was
know
a
who that
black
is.
smudge too. He was from Senegal.
Anyways.
Yo, this guy with this
Bro,
black
you can't
smudge.
keep saying that in Black
Oh
History
my
Month,
God.
cuz. Come on,
How?
man. It's Black History
He
Month.
got a big old black hand. That boy, man, black as
Hey,
motherfucker.
listen, you gotta blank all that out.
What's wrong with black smudge? All right, here we go.
Bro, you
Mason,
can't call people black smudges, Kyle.
that boy look like a piece of tar, bruh. Hey, number 22, number bruh. Number
Oh my
22,
God.
Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee's still in the league, ain't he?
He's
Yeah,
still in the
Yeah, he
league.
is.
He on the Suns.
Uh, 23, Solomon Hill. Now, Solomon Hill was a solid vet and role player. I don't know if he's still in the league, is he?
On
Who
the
he plays
Pacers,
for?
we
He
only
played for
know
the
about him when he
Pacers.
was on the
He
Pacers.
still play there? Okay.
No, he
Oh no, I
don't. He was
remember
on the
Solomon
Hawks.
Hill. The
Solomon
guard.
Hill
He
was
I
on the
did.
remember
Hawks.
Solomon
Yeah,
Hill.
Solomon Hill was on our not 61 team, but he was on the Eastern Conference team, the Eastern Conference
Yo,
All team.
Yeah,
I'm
in
telling you,
2021 he
he's
was.
naming these players, and they've all been run through Atlanta. Like it's nasty work.
Why you keep
About half of
praising
them have
that
been
like
run
that?
through here.
You make that
Bro,
sound like
is
it
this
came
a?
to a Dwight Howard party out here, bro. What
Oh,
the?
okay. All right, bro.
Number 24, Tim Hardaway
You see,
Jr.
Diddy was hospitalized for knee pain. Anyways, go ahead. What's the
Hey,
what?
that's not
Who
a
was
joke.
23?
That's not even a joke, by the way.
Who was
Caleb,
23?
that's
Why
Ethan.
you think it's
No, Caleb. I literally showed him Ethan. I showed Ethan the news article today, and someone quoted it and said, "Man, he getting active in there, ain't he?" It's crazy,
exactly? Why you think his knees hurting?
bro. They literally said Diddy's been complaining of knee pain for about a week, bro. They need to
Hey,
send
let
him
me tell
them.
y'all something, boy. But y'all some sick niggas too, boy. Mother sick.
They need to send him them knee pads and the knee pads and wipers, bro. They ain't got knee pads in the commissary, bro. Come on, bro.
Bro, they said that place is like a better, like worse than any prison you ever
Bro,
been
he
to.
said that concrete too much pressure on them knees, bro. That's crazy.
Bro,
Hey,
what?
come- what? Hey, man, come on, come on, come on.
What's
Stomach.
23?
So 23 Solomon Hill, 24 Tim Hardaway
I just
Jr.,
want to let you know he's gonna be
25.
laughing at. He's gonna be laughing at this for the next 5 minutes.
Hey,
He's not
okay,
gonna
well,
let it
I'm
go.
gonna I'm gonna keep going.
He
25
dropped
Reggie
himself on
Bullock.
purpose.
Remember Reggie
Oh
Bullock?
my
Reggie Bullock was
gosh.
was a solid vet as
I remember
well.
Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, I like Reggie. 26 Andre Roberson, the guy who could never find a jump shot. Uh,
Right there in
Thunder,
OKC.
baby.
yeah, dude, that
Thunder.
dude jump shot was trash.
I don't
But
think did he ever leave the Thunder? I don't think he ever left.
yeah.
It was just that was it. Like
I think
he
he just
was, yeah,
he got hurt a lot.
Rudy
yeah,
Gobert was in this draft at 27. Didn't know that, but he was in that. Uh, he was in this draft as well, and then everyone else after that. Oh, Alan Crabb. You remember Alan Crabb played in
yes,
Portland?
of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
yes,
He had
yes.
the faux hawk, didn't he?
yeah.
He had the
Yeah,
the
He
bleach
reminded
the
me of
bleach
Rob.
mohawk thing.
Listen,
Nope.
2K17 couldn't miss with him.
yeah,
No, you
for
could
real.
not. You could not.
Legend.
And you know what's crazy? That's another thing. Doug McDermott, and he's on the Kings. You could not mess with him
Yeah,
in
Doug
2K. I don't
McDermott
care
had
what
like
Yeah,
anybody
99
says.
3 in 2K.
him
Uh,
or what's Andre Ilyasova too when he was still in the league and in
um,
2K.
Or Mike
Sniper.
Muscala. When that man was
Yeah,
drafted.
yep. Him too.
yeah, and no one else was of any
And we
magnitude
can't
in
forget
that
about
draft. But that
2K
draft was
legend
trash.
Gerald Green.
That draft was trash. Beside Giannis
I
and
mean, we
CJ
need to talk
McCollum,
about
did we
how
get any
the
starters out of that draft? Like seriously, it was
Rudy
nah, but we need
Gobert.
to
gracious.
talk about
Obviously, I
how
know
the
you didn't want
Heat
to bring him up,
wasted
but
their
Rudy
next
Gobert.
year draft after that. Who did y'all draft after? I think Justin Winslow in the first round. That is nasty work.
That was the Heat,
But
bro. That wasn't us.
I know. That's what I'm
Justice
saying. It was the
Winslow,
following
yeah,
year.
I'm about to
That boy
say.
was trash too, boy. Mother sick, he was trash.
Out of Duke,
We're
Trash
we're
isn't even a
we're we're
word.
not we're not we're not very good at drafting players.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
hey
tell you
man,
that now.
let's go ahead and wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? For one, the trade talk that we did, but then obviously just kind of rambling into the 2013 worst NBA draft ever conversation.
I don't even know how we got over there.
Now I don't know how we got talking about the 2013 draft, but that draft was trash. I think we can all agree on that. That is the most stinky poo poo draft I've ever seen in my life. All right. I was about to say something crazy about black whatever, but I ain't gonna say it. Anyway, we gonna make this a separate video, okay? We just gonna put this as a little sidebar, a little side conversation. But no, for real, man, we appreciate y'all staying tuned. Just a little side convo because hey, we love talking sports, no matter what it is. Just random convos. Just kind of that's what we do, man. Just kind of waver on over there because we can, as Hunk say, never stay on what now?
What?
Oh
We can never
Lord.
stay on track. Oh, but
Oh
y'all,
oh oh
oh,
oh! I was lost for a minute.
Ethan,
I
you
was
got
I
what I
Mr.
was
was
about to
with
say,
you.
right?
Flash,
I was
You
with you.
Mr.
kick
Yes, I was
you
Flash.
with
you
you.
you yeah you hey listen, that could have been a multitude of things what you just said, but
What?
Stay on
Stay
what? What
on
else?
what?
What else? Well,
Oh, okay. All right. Let's end the episode. End the
yo,
episode,
hey
bro,
bro,
please.
bro.
hey, that could have been a multi. Hey, I didn't know where you was going.
listen,
I
listen.
was
All I
like,
know is
let me see how he land this plane. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, no. We're signing off because we can never stay on track. All right, no, no more.
On the
I hope
rails.
I hope
Listen,
that's
keep
all it
us
was.
on the. Hey. Listen, the host's job is to keep us on the rails, and we're always off the rails. So I'm not saying
I
he's not a
literally
good
tried to throw
host,
you. I tried to throw you an alley oop just
but
now. And this
You
dude's
just
talking about stay on what? He thinking about
listen. We not on the rails, so I'm already on. I'm already all over the place. So you can't. You got to warn a brother, man. You can't just throw it to me like that. That's
that's
like when you
crazy.
run down the court in 2K
What?
and you sprint out to the 3-point line instead of what just happened?
Caleb is just not listening to what you're saying.
No,
Caleb
he was
just not
listening. That's the only
no.
reason why he laughed.
Caleb is just
I don't
hearing
know.
what
I don't know what just happened right now,
Caleb is
but
hearing what he wants to hear, and that's okay. We're gonna sign off
Nah,
2013
that's
Let me
NBA
crazy.
throw it to
draft.
you.
He
2013 NBA
said, you
draft.
can't just throw it back to me like that. I gotta prepare myself.
Okay.
hold on, no,
Okay.
that's not what I said. I said you
Okay.
can't throw the alley
That
hoop
is
like
most
that,
definitely what you
and I
said.
and I wasn't ready. That's what I said. I didn't say nothing about throw it back and popping it
He
and
wasn't
locking it.
ready.
No. I said it's just like in 2K when you about to throw a lob and somebody run out to the 3-point line. Well, like, what the hell you doing, son? You got to let me know you finna do that.
Okay. Signing off for the
Oh,
third
I thought
time.
we was already off. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
we're done. We're done. Goodbye.